Oh my God. But yeah,
um,
so we have a little
you,
history with this movie.
people don't know this. I always say this about you, because you're such a you prepare so well for everything you do. I think you're incredible. I love your intentionality. I love how deliberate you are. Um, Quiet dog.
Hey,
We got dogs. Somebody drove down the street, and the guard dogs are going to get them. Um, but I remember doing one of my great compliments to you as an actress. Besides that, you love to get in there and do the dirty work and the hard work. Is that if we had a 2-minute scene, the first take would be 1:59. The second take would be 2:01. The third take would be 2 minutes. The fourth take would be 1:59. I mean, you would have things down. You love choreography,
I do.
even your roles, in acting as well. And I love your deliberation and your intentionality with that and the preparation you put into stuff like that. And you
Yeah.
see it. I mean, you do it across the board. I mean, I've always called you a quad threat, which is actually underselling because quad would only mean 4 threat. So I don't know what a 7-teplet threat would be, but let's call it that. Aren't you kind of 7-handed? What
I
don't
don't
you
know.
do?
I do too much. I need to sit down. That's what
But
I
you're not
need
going
to
to
do.
stop.
No.
Right? I mean, you love it.
No, 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 no.
You're
No,
not
I'm
looking
not
to
gonna stop.
retire. You're looking to
You
turn it
know
on.
what, Matthew? I keep saying I'm gonna slow down, and this year slowed us all down, which was great. And I cannot tell you what a blessing it was, with all the difficulties and all the uncertainty and all the fear. How lovely it was to be at home and have dinner every single night with my kids and my man and just be here.
Yeah.
That was so great. But I keep telling myself I'm going to slow down, and I do a little bit. I'm going to incorporate and take with me into 2021 and into the subsequent years a bit more balance. I
Right.
think that is for sure. But you're right. I love what I do. It's all a big dance for me. Life is all a big dance for me, and even in the scenes and in the choreography of it, I love to practice it. I love to make it better. I love to make it more beautiful, and then I love to just kind of let go and let it happen every time. And to me, that's the fun of it. Is the being prepared, is the knowing that in the moment that you can let go and soar, and just live it. And you're right. It kind of comes out the same amount of time every time because you're so prepared. You so have done it so many times. So yeah, that is true.
I went away and I wrote a book. Right? Green
Yes,
light.
I was just going to ask you about that green light.
Yeah. So green lights. That's me on the cover, as you can see. But the real thing about green lights is that all the red and yellow lights in our life eventually turn green. Right? Like all the hardships that we have, right? Yeah. Eventually in the rearview mirror life, we go, oh, there was a lesson I was supposed to learn there. You know what I mean? So that's sort of the basis of the book, the theme theory of the book.
Love that. I love that. You have not sent me this book yet.
I will send you this book.
You know what? Don't send it to me. I'm going to buy it.
I will send you this book.
I can get it.
One of the things, though, one of the early chapters that I write about is what you're talking about. You have to prepare to have freedom. You have to do the work early so you can play tomorrow. And that's the preparation you're talking about. That if you get prepared enough, you choreograph the situation, you anticipate what it's going to be, you show up and you're dancing. Then you just dance and you follow music.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so true. When did you write that? I was going to ask you about that because I had heard about it.
I went away about 2 years ago. You know me on my little walkabouts. I put on a backpack, got in my truck, got my favorite drink, my favorite steaks, and a whole bunch of water. And I went away to the desert for about 52 days on my own.
What? By yourself or with the kids and the family?
No, solo. And came back with this, and then edited it over the last year and a half. And been fun. Been going around. I've never done a book tour before. Very similar to doing a movie tour, except I'm doing it remotely, like everyone else is this year. But you know what, this remote thing, talking about assets of this time, like the other morning, I am via remotely through Zoom. I'm in Italy at 9 a.m., England at 10, New York at 11, LA at noon, and having lunch with my kids at 1 live in person.
That's amazing.
Couldn't have done that.
Not bad.
You know?
Not bad.
No, it's pretty cool. Which, kept to me, talk about, that things that we're learning to, reevaluate. Like you said, you're going to slow down, balance a little bit. I've got my mom who's 89. She's been with her grandkids every day for 10 months.
Amazing.
That wouldn't have happened.
Never.
We wouldn't have brought her to live with us. The dogs are getting petted longer, so they're happy because we're spending more time.
They're super happy.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your relationships even. It's just like learning each other. You forget, like you're always in the kind of grind of just surviving life and doing what you got to do and taking care of the kids and you doing your thing and me doing my thing. And just to sit there and be like, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
Where's your mind at?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about life? Is everything good?
What do you love to do?
Yeah. What should we do together?
Yeah.
When we're not working.
Yeah.
You know? So that was all a blessing. It was all a blessing in the craziest way. Like you said, that kind of green light thing you were just talking about, like all the red lights and the yellow lights, the things that look like they put you to a stop actually were showing you exactly where to go.
For some reason, we don't notice it sometimes, I think, when we're in a crisis and we think like, is this how it's going to be? Am I going to be this frustrated or whatever? Well, no, we're usually not. But, sometime tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, maybe even 10 years from now, or maybe 100 years from now, we realize, I was supposed to take inventory at that time. Oh, I needed a pause. I had to have a pause forced on me via a doggone pandemic, and I didn't even know
the universe intervened.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely. So what have you been doing in this past year? What do you have coming up? What can we look forward to? We have the book. The book,
I've been touring the book now for like 14 weeks, and hey, people still want to talk about it. I'm willing to talk about it and keep selling it and stay on the grind for as long as people are interested. So
I would love to hear. You always have such great insights, and you have such a way of looking at life and the way that you live. Like even just going out into the desert for 52 days is so foreign to me. Like I just want to read it for that. I'm like, what does one think about for 52 days in the desert? Because I will never do that. I will never go there for them by myself with a steak and a bottle of tequila. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I'm too much of a scaredy cat.
Well, you know what I had with me though is what I took 36. I've been keeping diaries for 36 years since I was 14. So I took all those diaries with me. And that's basically what the book, what turned into the book is what's the stuff I've been interested in writing about for 36 years. So sort of myself in the last 36 years was kind of my friend, my companion for the trip, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We didn't get along the whole time, but we did have to hang out. As far as the future going forward, I'm trying to measure out, how much are we in the new normal now? How much is a remote existence and communication going to be the new normal of the future? I think coming out of the pandemic, we see the finish line. We're at the 20. The vaccine's out. People are starting to take it. We're gonna find our waterline here. But in some ways, I don't think we're ever really going. We're going completely back.
Mm-hmm.
I question, what's the future of our industry? We know people are going to need and want great content. They want to be educated, enlightened, entertained, laugh. They're going to want these things. But where are they going to watch it? Are we still going to go to the theater? Is it going to go directly?
Will that ever happen in its all its glory ever again? Right? I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like people miss it. They want it. We have to figure out a way to get back to at least being able to be together. I think people need people.
Yeah.
We need each other. We need interaction. We need stimulation. We need to be able to randomly meet somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have an interaction and it change our lives. Like, I don't think that can disappear. I don't want it to disappear. So we got to figure all of that out. But I'm with you. I'm like, how is it going to be? And how do we slowly get back to it, but in a better way where it's not like it was before, but it's better. It's
hopefully
better.
we come out of this and don't snap right back. Like I said, like we've been talking about, we were forced to reevaluate who we are, what we give a damn about in life, et cetera, and hopefully we maintain some of that going forward. I was reading something last night about another value of people getting together. That's where you learn to trust people, and people learn to trust you. And so at this time, we've been so separated. And then there was this last year with all the political upheaval, the civil unrest. People aren't trusting each other. And we got to get some of the trust back.
I know.
To where I can go, what's up, Jayla? No, I know you got my back. And you can go, yeah, McConaughey,
Yes.
I know you got my back.
Or you know what? We don't agree on everything, but we can agree to disagree. And I understand that you have your right to how you feel, and I have my right to how I want to live. And we can all kind of live next door to each other and still say hi and good morning. And I wish you the best. I hope you're happy. Because I want to be happy. And that's it. Like for me, even at the inauguration, like the idea of kind of, you know, putting out a message of like, this planet is for all of us. This world is for all of us, and we all have to figure out how to live in harmony, you know. And it's beautiful. And God shed His grace on thee, and let's get loud on those things. Let's get loud on that stuff.
Yes, let's make that epidemic.
Yes, like for me, that's what it's all about. And
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you.
Good to see you too. Hey, so what do you got? So talk to me about what you got going. You got Marry Me coming. I mean, look.
I got Marry
music,
Me.
You got film. You got fashion. You got beauty. Tell me what else I'm missing. You're a mama. You got everything else.
I'm a mama first.
You're 4-dimensional. You're transcendent. Talk to me. What do you got going? What do you got in the works?
Here's what I got going. I am about to go off and do my first movie in the bubble, as they call it, Shotgun, which would have been I actually was like, we should do that one together. But I have more that was coming up, and we're going to do something again, baby, because we have to do something again. It's been too long. 20 years is too long.
Okay.
So I have that one I'm about to go do. But on May 14th, I have Marry Me coming out, and I did an album with that movie. So that's the first time for me that I did a movie and an album together.
Are you trying to be in the Guinness Book of World Records twice?
Yeah. Hey, that would not be a bad thing. Oh my God, that would not be a bad thing. Yes, because this will be the first time they'll be out in the same week, and we'll see. We'll see. That would be great.
Oh yeah.
So that's coming out, and then I just, you know, looking forward to getting back to touring. I just launched J-Lo Beauty, which is my beauty company, skincare right now. I'm gonna have to send Camila and your grandma some.
Send me some.
I will send you some too, because you will love.
Come on.
Especially you're out. You need sunscreen. I have an amazing sunscreen that you can wear every day. Yes. I love your tan, but you know we got to keep it young. We got to keep it youthful. Okay. So that happened through the pandemic, and I worked on that through all the quarantine. And this year we just launched it January 1st, so that's exciting. And that's it. I'm gonna do more movies, more touring, work on J-Lo Beauty, and really putting out a message of loving ourselves and self-care and self-love into the world, and how beauty has no expiration date, and how beauty's from the inside out, and that whole idea I think is super important. Again, because I feel like the more we care about ourselves, the more we care about others. We're capable of caring about others. Yeah. And so that's what's going on with me. That's it.
The dogs agree. I agree. The more we respect and trust ourselves, the more we can respect and trust others too.
Yes. Yes, sir. I miss your energy. I hope to be around you soon.
I hope to be around you as well. Always enjoy it when I am and when we are. Great to catch up with you and chat here today with you.
Give the kids a big hug from me and Grandma and Camila and the whole family, okay, baby?
All right, back to your family as well. All right?
Bye, guys. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We love you.
Thank you.
20 years deep, baby. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.